What's up, everyone? Just getting done with some spring cleaning, man. It's getting nice out. And I just kind of took the bikes out for a couple 100 miles, man. Got the Fat Boy, we got the Boulevard. The Boulevard is one I got last year for the backup bike, so she's running good. And the Fat Boy is just roaring, man, roaring. It felt good to get out there. I had to wear the helmet, man, because I was freezing the schlong off. Whew, cold. Tomorrow's supposed to be 61, man, so we're going to do a couple 100 miles on that as well. I'm going to take out the Fat Boy most of the day. Save that one now for the long mile trips. So, anyway, that live went great this past Thursday. We're thinking about doing it again this coming Thursday at 7:30. Also, we're going to be premiering that Moose Riders video on the 16th at 7 o'clock. That's going to be part of a series that we're going to be doing, and we're calling it The Good That Clubs Do. We're going to be focusing a lot on charity groups, the whole 9 yards. We got to get out there that bikers are great people, and the clubs are too. So if you're interested in getting your club profiled on one of the series, let me know, get in contact with me, we'll see what we can do. Other than that, man, I'm pumped. Northern Illinois stinks in the wintertime. All you guys down south get to go out there, play with your bikes, and I got to sit here and watch them. But it took about a day to get them out of storage, changing the fluids, whole 9 yards. So doing great, man, doing great. Anyway, today's topic. So you're a tough 1%er, huh? Now, this don't go out. This might not be what you're thinking it is, but this don't go out to the real 1%ers. A lot of people's asked me, well, you kind of had a change of attitude in the last 6 months. Really, I haven't. Not towards legit clubs. I have not had that attitude. Yes, when it's the news, I got to report both sides. That's the only way it should be done. I also got a question from one of the subscribers, do you proofread them? Yes, we go through them. But the ones that we choose is the ones that we choose to put up. I'm just there to, it's like me being an anchor, man. All I'm doing is just presenting the news. It's up to you guys to go out and verify it. We do some of it, but you got to think for yourselves. And that has led to some issues, let's say. Again, not for the real clubs, but I've been finding most of the threats and most of the complaints, they're coming from clubs that were started here, but our main Oz clubs, European clubs, how they come over here, start a chapter and all that kind of stuff. So it's time to get real, man. For those, and I know I get a lot of guys from Oz watching me, just so you guys know, just throwing patches on these guys over here in the States, it's not doing any good for your reputation. A lot of these clubs have great reputations in Australia, but when you get them over here, it's like, yeah, you want to throw something, a 1% patch on these guys. Next thing you know, they're doing this on the internet. They're giving away all your crap on the internet, and then they make threats. So, I get pissed off. But, besides that, I'm going to be covering a lot more of the club rights stuff, a lot more of the legislation going on. But yeah, I did have a 6-month little thing where I did have a chip on my shoulder, and that's because you get these clubs that just prop a 1% patch on them and run around talking stupid, and you're sitting here like, what the hell, dude? We're out there, we're fighting for clubs. I know us personally during the Waco stuff, up north when we debated that sheriff, we've done other stuff behind the scenes in the media to try to get, a club's angle out there. And then you got these little twerps coming in there, throwing the threats, you're doing this, you're doing that. And these are the guys that are the ones sitting out their backyard. That's what they're doing, Oz. They're sitting out in their backyards. They do not have clubhouses. And that's another thing that confuses me. If you're going to start a chapter here in the States, don't you think you should get that chapter going, maybe give it 5, 6, 7 years, instead of these guys going on social media and popping up chapters all over the place with 2, 3, 4 guys? I would think, it's just me, that's the way they do it here in the States, is a chapter has to hang around, they got a prospect. These guys, you just see them popping out all over the place. Mainly this is directed to Comancheros, Finks, and some Rebels, man. It's unbelievable the patches you're putting on these guys. And it really makes your club look stupid. Stupid when this happens. Because they're not representing your colors at all any good, man. I'm just putting it out there. They are not representing you guys good. I can see if you wanted to open something up, but you got to go to the one percenters here in the States, man, and say, hey, this is what we got going. What should we do? Yeah, you out of country clubs. Yeah, there's protocol here to follow in the States as well. So, that's just my 2 cents. I'm going to be over at the convention as well as BD, man. He's going to be getting his award, the 2020 Silver Spoke over at NCOM. It'd be really nice if you guys come on out. It's in Indianapolis. Check it out, man. You'll see what the clubs are doing together, because I know a lot of times the big question is, well, why can't they work together? Well, go to the NCOM and you'll see. There's always, remember, there's 2 sides of the story. What you see in the news, what we cover, and then what you see in person on the streets. Yes, clubs are working together. Yes, there's a lot of problems. Hopefully they solve them. One of the biggest things I hope they solve is these clubs from other countries coming into the States. At least check out who you're getting, man. At least. Because when you got guys threatening, and you know what, because we IP traced it, I was like, yep, coming from this one, coming from that one. And it's like ridiculous. You're going to come out, you're threatening creators, and it's not only me, it's other ones. So you're going to threaten them, and you're in your backyard. You don't got a clubhouse, you don't go out and ride, you don't communicate with other clubs. So I think that's why I'm doing this video. I also did a story the other day on Hooligan about 1%er clubs and who I believe true 1%ers are. And I said, hey, man, the early ones, man, who had to put in their work, those are the dominants, man. I think there's like only 10 men I really recognize as 1%ers. Me personally, it might be different to everybody else, but me personally, there's like only 10. And then you look around, it's like everybody's wearing these 1% patches, and it's like, okay, did you put the work in for this? Or, how did you do it? Did you just slap it on? What's going on? Tell me what's up, But there are a lot of good foreign clubs that have come into the States, but they did it right, man. They got with their dominance, and they're talking, and they're hanging out. There's a lot of them that are doing that. But Australia, man, come on, man, get it together, because they're making you guys look bad. I'm talking bad. So, but that's all I have to say on this. And again, don't forget, we're going to be doing a series called What Good Clubs Do, and bikers. And this is going to have to do everything with charity. This has nothing to do with politics. It's about how they help the community and how they get a bad rap in the public's eye when they are helping the community. So if you're interested, hit it. Let me know. Also, subscribe to this channel and subscribe to our other channel. I got the all you have to do is click it. You can subscribe. Boom, you're done. Real easy. Pass this around, pass the video around, because God knows we got throttled down. I know you guys have been hearing about that stuff. So with that, thanks for watching all that good stuff. Instagram, also Facebook, and all the rest of them, man. This is going to go out on Instagram as well. Till then, talk to you later.